Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me, flowers today, flowers.
What's up, bakers? Hello and welcome to the very first edition of Baking Basics with Baki the Baker. I'm your host, Baki the Baker. And I just gotta say, I am so impressed with all of you out there going at it and trying baking for your first time, living your best quarantine life, staying at home, staying safe. And I've been so inspired that I just wanted to try and make a YouTube channel out of it and help bakers, regardless of where they are in their baking journey, and help people of all walks of life become better bakers overall. And more importantly, find the joy in baking. So, without further ado, here are 3 tips to help you better your baking today. Alright, now tip number 1 is all about measurement. It's about keeping on top of your scaling. Staying on top of it is really important to become a better baker because better baking is synonymous with meticulous measurement. In this exercise, I'm going to show you guys how inaccurate a cup of flour can be. What do I mean by that? Well, depending on how you scoop the cup of flour is going to greatly change how many grams the flour weighs out to be, and how much you're putting into your recipe is greatly different. So, this is an example of what you don't want to do. Right? Heavy, packed. As you can see, it weighs in at 152 grams. Wow. This is a much more efficient way of scooping into a cup. You want to make sure the flour is nice and aerated. I'm just going in with my metal spoon. And you want to scoop. Then level. This is where a offset spatula comes in really handy to get a perfect top. And let's see how much this weighs in at. 120 grams. That's over a 30-gram difference. Gigantic difference. Now let's do the same thing with a different set of measuring cups. It may seem strange, but measurement and controlling your measurement is the biggest factor you can take control of in your baking. This was proved to me on my first day of baking 4, when you're already through baking 1, 2, and 3, and you were at the most senior level of classes. 149 grams. When my chef professors on the first day of classes had us sit down and do this exact exercise and weigh how much your average cup is in grams. And you'd be amazed at the difference. I encourage you at home to go and try this on your own scale. One 123 grams. My second tip for becoming a better baker is to know your recipe inside and out. Read it over a bunch of times. Baking can feel so overwhelming if you don't know all the details of your recipe. So do yourself a favor, and before you even think about starting to bake, sit down with a cup of tea or your favorite bevy and really just sit down and read through the steps of the recipe, know the ingredients, have yourself set up for success. And when you're ready to execute on baking day, measure all of your pre-portioned ingredients in their proper quantities and organize them around you so you're all set up to go. And my third tip, create your own personalized baking book. Writing out recipes is really going to help you get a better understanding of what exactly you're doing. Rewriting your recipes is going to help you keep a log and collection of your favorites, along with your personal tweaks and success stories. You can even get creative and add photos or drawings of your own. It allows you to learn from your previous mistakes and help you to figure out what has worked for you and what hasn't. We all have baking nightmares. Remember, mistakes are bound to happen on your baking journey, but don't give up. Believe in your bake. And you guys can find me on Instagram at Baki the Baker. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to tag me in any of your marvelous creations. And please go out there and bake the world a better place. Thank you so much. Bye.
Flowers today,